Good morning students, Sairam. Let us do a new and a refreshing chapter in EVS 1 and the name of the chapter is chapter number 22, Transport and Communication. Now we all know what is transport. Transport means moving from one place to another, moving goods, moving things, even when people move to one place to another. So that is transport, using different modes of transport like buses, trains, aeroplanes, ships, okay, all sorts of transport which is available to us. And communication means sending or receiving messages through various means of communication like mobile phones, internet facilities, then letters. These are all means of communication. So let us study in detail what exactly this chapter is teaching us about. Now, information about modes of transport in different periods of time, means from olden days to modern days, what are the different modes of transport which were used. Man used to see logs of wood and round boulders rolling down mountain slopes. Now, the old Stone Age man, how did he had the idea, or how did the invention of wheel came into existence? This is the story behind. Okay, so he saw logs of wood. Now wood are circular in shape, that are round in shape, and when it is coming down from a slope, it will roll down fast and it will come down. Yes or no? Because it is round in, it is like a wheel. If you cut the log of wood into circular pieces, it is round like a wheel. Okay, rolling down mountain slopes. It is thought that these observations gave him the idea of the wheel. So looking at this, he got an idea that if wheels will be attached to the carts which they used to carry. See, they used to have a wooden plank. On that they used to load their burdens, whatever they have brought things for cooking or for some things. So it used to become heavy to carry and even to push it. But when wheels were attached to those wooden planks or wooden carts, it was very easy for the man to pull and push wherever he wants to. So in olden days, planks of wood were used to transport objects. Later, by attaching wheels to these planks. Planks means a flat wooden surface is known as a plank. So when wheels were attached to these wooden planks, it became very easier to take things from one place to another without much effort and energy. Means time was also saved and efforts were also less. But when wheels were not there, man, you had to push and pull. It was very difficult when heavy things were on those wooden planks. So the idea of wheel, or the invention of wheel, made man's life easier and comfortable. Okay, the speed of transport increased, time and effort was saved. The invention of the wheel is an important step in the progress of mankind. Yes, children, because of the invention of the wheel, we have reached greater heights in transport technology. We have, first there were bicycles, there were bullock carts. Now there are different kinds of bikes, sports bike. Then you get cars of different varieties, lakhs and thousands of varieties in cars. Then ships are there, cruises are there, aeroplanes are there, private jets are there. See, these all have wheels. They are vehicles, they have wheels. But because of the invention of the wheel, man progressed in a very rapid speed, and it reached at great height. Okay, even if the ultra modern means of transport have been invented in modern times, in some parts of the world, men and animals are still used for the purpose of transport. Very important, children. Though we are using modern means of transport today, but in some parts of the country, there are animals and there are some men who are used for transport purpose. Like, for example, yaks are used in inaccessible parts. Means in mountainous regions, yaks means a kind of animal. loads of burden are loaded on his back, or even man can sit on his back and he can travel from one place to another. So yak is an animal which is used as a means of transport. Okay. Camels in the desert. Now you all know camel stays in the desert areas. So on camel's back also man sits and travels from one place to another. So camel is also one mean of transport here. Palanquins or dolis in mountainous regions. Palanquins are the kind of, it is like a dolly only, and is used in mountainous areas. Okay. If you have visited, religious places in the north like Uttarakhand or some, so the temples which are at great heights in the mountain areas, men do the work of transporting. They carry the dolis on their back or palanquins, and they reach us to that particular place. So animals and men are used for the purpose of transport to in till today. Even modern means of transport, as well as in some parts, animals and men are used for purpose of transport. Water and wind are substances that flow. Yes, water flows. Yes or no? Pipes are used to transport the substances. Now the things which are in liquid form, for example, petrol is there, diesel is there, oil is there, they are all in liquid form. You cannot, transport these things easily from using vehicles or something like that. So pipes are used to transport these things. Water has been transported through pipes or canals since ancient times. So water is transported through pipes. The water which comes in our tap in the house is being transported. That water is transported in the form of pipes. It comes from the pipes. Okay. It is safer to transport combustible substances such as mineral oil and natural gas through pipes. So these pipes are fitted under the ground, and therefore it is safer to transport these substances through pipes. Okay, if they are, built above the ground, vehicles or some damages can take place on the pipe, and then leakage of these substances is very, very dangerous. Okay, it can even lead to a fire, and some dangerous thing, accident can happen. So these pipes are always underneath the ground, and it is the best and the safer way to transport mineral oil and natural gas through these pipes. Crude oil is transported from the oil well to the refinery through pipelines. So crude oil, the oil which is used, is transported from the oil well. There is a big huge well in a particular place where oil is collected, or it is there, and then it is passed through pipes. Okay. Similarly, after refining, it is transported through pipelines to the marketplace in some parts, and again when it is purified, it is refined, it is being transported through the pipelines in some parts and in the marketplaces. Obtaining. Now transportation is over. Now we will come to communication. Communication means what? Obtaining or sending various types of information is called communication. Giving messages or sending messages or receiving messages is a type of communication. A few centuries ago, messages were sent by tying a letter to the foot of a pigeon. Okay, you will say that how the pigeon will know where the letter should reach. Even I find it something, shocking and quite hard to believe. But a few centuries, mean 100 200 years ago, the letter was tied to the foot of the pigeon. Messages were also sent through runners. Runners are people in olden days when, letters, or suppose people, those who can run fast and can send the messages or can pass the messages from one place to another, are called runners. They are actually people who can run fast. They are being paid some amount of money or whatever, and then message is being sent through these people, because if the person has told that runner that you have to send this message within 2 hours, so he will run at that speed and he will send that message to that particular person within 2 hours. So these were the people who used to run and who used to give messages to the particular person. So they are called as runners. In later times, telegrams and the postal service came into use. And after the pigeon and after the runners, what came into use? The postal service, that is the letters and telegrams. All these methods are very slow as compared to modern methods. Yes, children, if you want to give an urgent message to someone who is staying far away from you, if you send it by postal, or telegrams, it would reach to that particular, that message would reach that particular person after a week, or after, you can say, 5-6 days, when it is very late. So these are very slow methods as compared to modern. What are the modern methods? Internet facilities. You can type a message here and within second it can reach to a particular person who is sitting in abroad countries, that is in Dubai, London, United States, wherever he is, wherever that particular person is, the message reaches to that person within seconds, and this is modern technology. Nowadays we have new techniques for very quick communication. Communication is now used in every field. We have WhatsApp. At one same time, the same message you can send to 10 different people or 20, or you can send it to various groups at one particular time. So that is called as modern technology. With the help of media such as radio, television, internet, mobile phones, etc., we can easily communicate with several people at the same time. Yes, children. So with the help of media, what are the media examples here? Radio, television, TV, internet, that is Wi-Fi, email, okay, mobile phones, we can easily communicate with different types of people or different groups of people at the same time. Man-made satellites are used for this purpose, and satellites make it possible for connecting the network through from places to places. And newspapers, periodicals, books, radio, televisions, and internet are all means of mass communication, means a broader concept of communication. So it is all possible because of man-made satellites. Okay. In the beginning, now in olden days, man used gestures and facial expressions and different kinds of sounds to communicate. Okay, that is in olden, not olden, in Stone Age period. The Stone Age man, they used to communicate with each other through some facial expressions. If he's sad, he will sit with a sad face, so that front person understands that something is wrong, he is sad for some reason. Okay, and different kinds of sound. See, old Stone Age man, that is Stone Age man, could not talk, he could not communicate, so he used to communicate through facial expressions and gestures, and he used to create sounds like how animals do or whatever. So they had some sign language among between them. This led to the development of language, and slowly as progress became, it gave rise to language. After spoken language, man invented writing. Yes. Now after orally, speaking that language, he invented writing. That is, he wrote them in words. He began to carve his thoughts onto the walls of caves and pieces of wood. So he started writing on the walls of the caves and on small pieces of wood. Then he started drawing. So like that, slowly progress took place in communication. Communication began in this way in very ancient times. So communication started at a very early period of time, that is during the Stone Age man. So that is centuries and centuries ago. Okay. Now we use the radio, TV, computer and projector, yes, for watching different things. We enjoy the programs on these devices. We watch our favorite TV programs, we play games on computer and laptops, we like to listen to the songs on the radio. Okay, projector is used to display pictures or some kinds of cartoons or whatever you like to. These programs are performed somewhere far away. See, if a cricket match is going on some in far away place, you can watch it in your house on the TV or on the computer, okay, at the same time. They are filmed and recorded there and then transmitted to us. So first it is being, you can even watch a live match also at the same time, but the TV serials, the programs, the cartoons which we watch on the TV are first recorded at that particular place, and then it is being, you know, edited, and then everything is done, and then it is seen on the TV. Okay, we can see and hear the programs using these devices. So with the help of radio, TV, computers, projectors, we can see these programs. The radio, TV, etc. are means of entertainment that transmit programs. Transmit means the recorded programs are shown to us at a particular period of, a particular fixed time. Whenever the program is at a particular time, that time it will show on the TV. Now, which are the live forms of entertainment? This is a shahir. A shahir is a person who, mostly in Shivaji's time, in olden days, they used to come with a duffli or a drum, you can say, and they used to beat that drum loudly. So the people used to come to know that this man wants to pass some message. So then he used to play that, and then people used to gather around him, and then he used to pass message, whatever he wants to give. And he used to walk through places using this technique. So that is known as Shahir. This is a magic show. Okay, so it is a live means of entertainment. This is a street play. A street play is done on streets that are on the roads, and a particular topic, related to the society, the things which really happen in the society are generated in the form of a small skit. So actually they perform on the streets and the roads by giving a nice and a very good message to the public. Okay, you can learn something from the street plays. This is the puppet show. You all like puppet show, yes or no? So mostly in villages and all, these puppet shows still take place, and they are a live form of entertainment. This is a clown, that is a joker. Circus is also a live form of entertainment. Whatever it is real. You sit in front of them, and whatever they are performing, it is happening in real. So it is a live form of entertainment. It is a clown show. Then this is a bioscope. A bioscope is like, some thing is recorded into that, a small short story or a poem, whatever it is, or some pictures of beautiful places. And then when you look through it, see that little boy is peeping in that hole, you can actually see the images. Okay, so that is known as bioscope. Okay, so these are the live forms of entertainment. Now we will take a recap of what we have studied. First, we studied about information about modes of transport in different periods of time. Yes, like the invention of wheel on the wooden plank, that started first. Then slowly bullock carts, bicycles, then bikes, then cars, then big vehicles like trucks, tankers, ships, aeroplanes, and railways, that is trains. Okay, so this is the progress in transport. The importance of the invention of the wheel. We saw how the wheel came into existence, what gave the idea to the man of inventing the wheel. Means of communication in different periods of time. We saw there were, first a letter was tied to the foot of the pigeon, then the runners were there who used to send messages from one place to another. Then came the postal telegrams, then letters, and then the internet facilities, mobile phones, all this. So these are the means of communication which we saw in different period of time. And then we saw about the live entertainment and means of transmission. We saw about the puppet show, clown show, bioscope. Then what we saw is the magic show, then street play. These were all live entertainment. Okay, so children, I hope you have understood whatever I have taught to you, and thank you children for listening to me carefully. Goodbye, take care.